So, probably the most important thing to do in solo self-found, the first thing to do, in my opinion, is to get a 6-link. And the easiest divination card to farm for a 6-link, which I farmed Cage. Cage is a tier 11 map. I'm not 100% sure, but I think dungeons can also drop the div card. Change that bind. I know for a fact Cage drops it. And I actually only had like 3 or 4 of these. I can't remember. Well, I had 5 of them, and then I gambled all of those in Harvest and lost 2, so that brought me down to 3 of them. They're really easy to farm though, but these, oddly enough, all 11 of these dropped at one time in this Cage. But this Cage map that I ran was a Kirak mission. And if you get a Kirak mission with the Cage map, or any map that can drop the a div card that you want, and you take a mission, I don't see it. No, here we go. Find the stack of divination cards. So this is Jungle Valley. So if there's a divination card you want in Jungle Valley, you can take this, and sometimes you might get lucky and get a stack of it. Now, I feel like it's better to do this in maps that don't have a lot of different divination cards. And this seems to work really well with a Cage map in getting Chains That Bind. I've had this happen. I had this happen this league, which is Sentinel League, and I had it happen last league, Arch Nemesis League. So a lot of times, if you, like I said, if you can get a good Kirak mission with a divination card drop and get it on a Cage map, or any map that, you know, drops the Chains That Bind that don't have a lot of other divination cards in the pool to drop, then you can get this to drop for you. Of course, we'll turn this in, hoping for a good base. Majestic Plate, that's actually not too bad of a base. That's good because I wanted an armor base. See if I can get the right colors. Just need 2 blues. Oh, yes! Some skeletons. Medium damage. Multi-strike. Brutality. I definitely want Ruthless in there. What was the other one over there? Melee Physical. I need to get another melee physical. And I thought I had. Oh no.
Godslayer.
Messed that up. So yeah, I was kind of talking to myself. So yeah, it's just really exciting when you get that 6 link. And of course, I'm looking for the melee physical to go with my minions. With my minions, I usually run summon skeletons, Val summon skeletons. At least I like running either skeletons in a 6 link or zombie in a 6 link. Right now, I'm running skeletons in a 6 link, and with skellies in a 6 link, I'm going to have Val summon skeletons. Multi-strikes orb, very important. Minion damage, which is the other blue. Brutality, which I believe kind of dishes out the most damage. You don't deal chaos or elemental damage, but you deal a lot more physical. So this is a melee skeleton build, and you can take this through the whole game easily. You know, this is a really great build. Melee physical damage and a ruthless. I think I have. Here. Nope. I don't think I have one.
Hail, Godslayer.
I thought I had another one somewhere. Or did I want brutality there? Actually, I think I'm going with a brutality. If I have one.
Hail, Godslayer.
Yep. Okay. So I'll have to level that up. Anyway, this is a level 19 minion speed. Okay, so stuff I'm keeping, I always put here. Still pretty nice armor. Anyway, so you get your 4-socket armor, and what I always do is just hit it with an essence that you have that gives the most life. So this one's going to give 110 to 119. It's a shrieking. So I guess I'll just hit it with a shrieking. What did that have? Oh, yeah. It got a double dip. That's a really good base. Just don't have the 6 sockets. Okay. So I'll hit it with this Shrieking Essence of Greed. And remember, running cage map is my favorite. And two, when you run cage map, some good things to run. You obviously want to, cage being a tier 11 map, you obviously want to use 4 chisels on it to get it to 20% extra quantity. Then you want to hit it with an Orb of Alchemy. Possibly reroll if you get a mod you don't want. The only mod that I really don't like is Reflect Physical Damage, which since my minions do physical damage is not good because it kind of hurts my minions more, even though they're really survivable and I can do it anyway. I mean, it's not that big of a deal because I run skeletons. So even melee fizz I can run because I run skeletons. It just makes it a lot more of a pain in the ass. One thing that I can also still run, but it makes it a huge pain in the ass, which is the reason I keep this here. Sometimes a map will roll where you don't get mana regen. I can still run the map. Pretty much I can run any mod, but those two I don't like to run. So you get a map that you want to run, be it you're just going for the most quantity you can or whatever. Then I would probably hit it with a Valor. You can choose not to hit it with a Valor, but the Valor generally makes, generally most of the time is worth it because you get extra quantity from it, or it turns the map unidentified, which gives you extra quantity, quality, and I don't actually know what unidentified gives you, but I know it gives you extra quantity. I know it's better to run unidentified maps. Anyway, so you get a cage and just juice it as much as you can. And a good thing to do on the Atlas tree, what I did was made sure that I had, you can go for Abyss. Anything that has a lot of monsters. Abyss. You definitely want Harbingers. Harbingers, Abysses, Harvest is not bad. I like to have, I always go for Harvest no matter what I'm going for, 6-link or what, because I like to have the option to craft with Harvest. So the Harvest isn't necessarily the best for farming the 6-link, but you do get, I don't actually know if that's, if the div card, if that's a separate area, or if the div card can still drop there. I'm not sure. Usually I find that Harbingers are the best. Of course, there's another Harvest node up there. I'm pretty sure Harvest isn't a bad idea for it. I don't know what the best thing to go straight to would be. I would think Harbingers, and then Abysses. You can get a lot of quantity off of Abysses. You can also go with strong boxes. So this automatically you get an additional strong box. So you always get a strong box. 15% chance to be guarded by additional pack of monsters. So you're basically just trying to get as much monsters as you can. And you also really want to try to save up some scarabs and use div card scarabs. These are really good scarabs for SSF. 50% more div cards found in the area just for the rusted. So you don't have to have it, but like I said, I got lucky and ran a Kirak map thing that dropped me a stack of divination cards and just got 11 chains at bind right away. Doing this, you might run 5 maps and get everything you need. You might take you 10 maps, and might take you 20 maps. I find that you'll get it fairly quickly. You're going to get it. You should definitely get it within 20 maps, maybe a lot less, depending on how much you're stacking everything up. But just make sure, as much as you can, you use rusted div scarabs. Cartography free scarabs are good because you have a chance to get another map, and then even if you've ran out of div scarabs, at least you've got a lot of cage maps. In SSF, the limiting factor often, in my opinion, is, you know, it's not the scarabs, it's the maps. I don't even have any cage maps right now. That's the only reason I was running a Kirak mission, is because I was out of cage maps. So, anyway, enough said. You just want to try to get Chains That Bind. Now, there's other div cards you can get besides Chains That Bind. You know, there's other stuff. Here's Emperor of Purity, 6-link Holy Chainmail, so that's not a bad 6-link. You can also, you know, farm for a Tabula. I like Chains That Bind because it seems like you can get it quick. It's a quick one to get. So anyway, let's roll this and see. 110 to 119 for body armor. Come on, baby. Oh, that's... I'm a goofball. The sockets have to be empty and dead. I'll show you what from the most important to the least important, too. Ooh, increased armor. Oh, dang, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Okay. What do I craft on it? Increased armor and evasion and max life. Increased armor, max life. Increased life, increased mana. Do I need yeah, I don't really need resistances on golden. Chaos resist would be nice though. Let's look and see what our suffixes are. Yeah, I like having chaos on there. Faster recharge of energy shield, suppress spell damage, damage reduction. That's not bad. Increased attributes. Oh, okay. I think I just like the flat percent life increase and mana. Energy shield. Okay. Flat life. Flat life is okay. That's a lot of armor. I kind of just like this. Okay, so that worked out really well. So summon skeletons, obviously Vow summon skeletons is your primary, is your spell skill. Your only other blue is going to be minion damage, but the biggest priority is getting multi-strike. Because, you know, it just supports melee attack skills and I can then repeat twice. Target a random enemy each time. Really ups the attack speed too. Your next biggie is going to be brutality. Just a flat, huge amount more of percent physical damage. Then minion damage. That's a lot of damage. 38. Yeah, that's the same as this. Just really, really, really good damage. This is a lot of physical damage, actually. And then Ruthless. Melee physical is good, though. You have less attack speed, though. I don't know. I could be mucking this up, honestly. I've always heard that multi-strike, brutality, in order of importance, obviously the skeletons, multi-strike, brutality, minion damage, melee physical, and then ruthless last. But I think actually looking at from raw percent, because all these guys just do physical damage. Well, I say that some of my skeletons are mages, but most of them are just physical. I would say that multi-strike's probably the most important, and then I would say probably melee physical. Then brutality, then minion damage, then ruthless. Because 48% more physical, that's just straight more damage, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, there we go. Thank y'all for watching. This is Solo Self-Found Sentinel League. This is Talon.